One girl with a black dark hair.
She was like outside of the wall.
I don't know. I just remember that. I just remember the girl with the dark hair. The girl with the dark hair. That was like years ago, a couple years ago.
Yeah. But it was. Yeah, brother, bring it out. Bring that out too, bro. You know, these brothers are informed. But that did say 23. They did mention it in, CO 23 and shit.
I want to look at this. Somebody else up there?
This one. Look, see that? Look in the background. Boom. See that? I'll show you how many people was out of there. See that in the background.
Oh, shit. I would say post that shit up, but you might get,
You showing on camera here?
See that in the background.
no. Playing with guidelines.
That's a new one?
clip the whole damn thing. Hey, anybody want to set it off? Anybody? You want to set it off?
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hebrew Israelites come back once again. We'll start by giving all the praises, honor, and glory.
To Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash.
Yahawah is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahawashi is only God's Son. And we love Israel and their so-called black men. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GreatMillStone, every well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Hey, brothers, those getting different things. But, hey, quick scripture to start off with. Brother got Psalm 91 and first verse, because, hey, man, we coming into these times, they coming down with they're about to come down with great wrath, possible lockdowns coming in soon, even though they try to downplay it and say, act like it wasn't, act like, InfoWars was lying or whatever, but, hey, this could be it, where Jacob's trouble officially pops off, we know in Jacob's trouble, the Lord is going to be there for his men, his men, okay, not everybody, not just regular men,
The Psalms 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High.
Right, the secret place is talking about the scriptures, because it's truth, it's a secret, right? Not everybody has it, not everybody can, receive the truth, okay?
It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Right.
Con.
Yeah. So pretty much, when you're with Yahawashi, you gotta pretty much protect. You got protection, which right, which you're gonna need in the coming times. aka Jacob's trouble. All right, because hey, look, everything our people are gonna try to run to for help. Whether it be a gun or a so-called white man, it's not gonna help you.
Yeah, I got Proverbs 18 verse 10. It says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Going back to that refuge, man, because back then in Psalms 91. I got it. It's back that Psalms 91. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, man. And that shadow that secret place, the brother said, not everybody has it. And which is what? This word, all right? This word, because scripture talk about knowledge of wisdom be the stabilities at that time, man. And a lot of people don't have this word. Only the elected, all right? Which the elders apostles always push, the elect, okay? And what? You got majority of Israelite groups that say that the name of the Lord doesn't matter. But since the name of the Lord is a strong tower, all right? And the righteous runneth into it and they're safe, man. Because why? These last days, we have to call upon for salvation in order to be able to have a hedge over us, man. Right? Hedge for protection.
Real quick, we take that name real serious because you got Jake in the world. Now, that's the main thing they say, on God, on God, on God.
Yeah.
But hey, BaHaSham Yahawashi is going to tax you on that, man. The scripture. Hey, actually, the first commandment. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. So you're going to need BaHaSham Yahawashi in these times to come. It's a lot of different things coming down the pipe. This fall, you're going to have a lot more shortages. Gas is going to go up, The brother had brought out, the brother Amwagabar, October 4th, you know, look for a particular message Esau's going to put out on the screen. You had a chick from the UN, former UN employee. She said, look for I guess Esau's turning up the frequencies from these you know, these 5G towers and so on and so forth. So it's about to get real a lot more hectic out here.
Yeah.
Verse 2. I will say of the Lord Yahawah, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
You get the word refuge because you know it said in Him will I trust. You know, everybody out here, you know, trusting you know, different things that's not the Lord. And ultimately, you're gonna find out that that's not protection.
This is the word refuge. It says shelter, protection from danger, assistance in distress. It says hiding place, a taking refuge, a place of refuge, place to flee back to.
Hey, notice it said hiding place. Brothers know what's the scripture, the hiding place. You know what I'm thinking about. You know, covert.
Hey, I just want to make a point. It says a place to flee back to. Because while we're coming back to the Most High, that's a beautiful point right there. You know?
Say distress, whatever.
Yeah, come. It says assistance in distress.
All right, I got something right here to land back on you. This is Psalms 118:5. I called upon Yahawah. I called upon Yahawah in distress. Yahawah answered me and set me in a large place.
Black woman.
Yeah, and see the one that's gonna be got them in distress though. That damn poor ain't nothing compared to what's about to hit these people.
Right.
Okay, you know. All right, what foundation do they have leaning upon? The so-called white man's foundation, man, which is for naught. You know, it says, "I have called upon Yahawah in distress. Yahawah answered me and set me in a large place." Man, brother, can look up that word. Psalms 18:5. See what it means by large place. Large. Yahawah is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? You know, and the Lord said, man, you know, fear Him that has power to kill the soul and the spirit.
Well, that's King David.
You know, yeah.
This might be an account for what happened back then. Yeah. But you know, it's prophecy.
Yeah. You know, but what? David was the apple of the Lord's eye.
Right.
You know, and what more too? With his men, his prophets that are out there, man. You know, okay, is that the Lord on our side? Or are we not going to call upon the Lord in distress? The scriptures speak about the brother read. The Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous shall run unto it. Right. You know. So what more of us though? When the scriptures talk about, has the Lord ever forsaken men that have called upon His name? You see what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, it's for a large place. The Hebrew word would be, I believe it's Rawchaa, if I'm not mistaken. It says a broad or roomy place, wide expanses.
Could be them chariots, man.
What verse was that?
That's up 118 and.
118?
Yeah, because remember Isaiah 26:20 says, "Come up hither, you know, while the indignation of the Lord be overpassed." So, as brother said, it could be them chariots, man. You know, the Lord willing, the Lord brings something up there in them chariots while He bring all hell, and that's essentially what's going to happen. Because scripture saying Job how we shall be delivered in the seventh trump.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I said it could be David, but you know, just do some deep research. But at the top here in the blue letter Bible, it says Thanksgiving for the Lord's saving goodness.
Yes, you know? and it speaks about the house of Aaron. You know,
right.
It's talking with the priest. You know, and it says pretty much, man, let them now that fear Yahawah say that His mercy endureth forever. You know?
Right.
You know, pretty much, man. This is our rock. You know, this is what we establish. You know, our foundation upon. You know, 10 toes down. Word, bro.
Hey, and real quick too, man. You know, the next, you know, whoop-de-woo that's coming down the pipe. You know, it's going to be much worse than it was back in, you know, the 2020 thing. You know, brother made mention about the video of a woman actually calmly just talking about, because she got the scoop, and she was talking about what they gearing for in the next whoop-de-whoop or lockdown, LD, you know, and it's going to be real hectic. So yeah, the Lord can always, you know, in the moment which we hope, you know, turn it into Jacob's trouble. Because once Jacob's trouble hit, you know, hey, the next thing is the Lord's elect getting delivered.
That's right.
That means we almost out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know, so Lord willing, when it go down, you know, if it go down that way, right? We know that, well, hopefully it turns into Jacob's trouble, you know, because that's prophecy, you know.
And this basically, this is what's coming up is going to be the other shoe dropping, so to speak, you know. All right, the test run was already made, you know, with the first one, and it was devastating to the economy. You know, a lot of mom and pop shops were devastated. In Open Miss, and a lot of these places never recovered. You know, you even got businesses now that do not operate at a you know, the hours that they operate are shorter hours. They're not open as long as they used to be. You know, you find much less 24-hour here in New York, New Jersey area. There's far less 24-hour establishments, you know, than there were. You know, this is supposed to be the city that never sleeps. You know, but a lot of a lot of these businesses are pretty much you know, shut it down. You know, after a certain time. You know, this is unprecedented. So now they're speaking about the other shoe that drops. This right here will totally crush these establishments. You know, they got comfortable. You know, a lot of them were able to get permits for the outside cafes and be able to dine outside. But guess what? Over the last 2 years or so, you know, they got comfortable and they basically took those structures down. So there's a lot less establishments that are actually having that to where a company could sustain customers and business during this time. You know, and pretty much, man, you know, hey, we're in that time where this man is playing for keeps. You know, so he may not even let up on this next LD, like the brother's talking about. He may not even let up. His foot is fully on that throttle. You know, to go straight forward ahead to pretty much bring in those draconian laws, man. You know.
Hey, and also through the mouth of Bill Gates and his wife. Well, I think his ex-wife now. I think they got divorced. Melinda Gates, yeah. And they sat down in a video, and these were their words, not ours. You know, he said they're gonna take the second one seriously, man.
With a
You
smile,
know?
I think.
With a smile.
Synchronized.
Smile.
With a smile, man.
You got a surprise for you.
Yeah, they got a surprise.
Got that clip.
Oh, that woman?
Yeah,
Nah, because I think she say I want you to play it, but then again she might get the channel
Maybe
flagged.
you could try to speak on it.
Yeah.
Speak on the clip.
Because she might, you know, use a certain trigger word. So go ahead.
But yeah, you know, that's fine.
Yeah. You know, but real quick, I got a precept for brothers. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It says, "The Lord hath mangled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which which the head or tail, branch or rush may do."
Right, and that goes from the top earners of this country down to the lowest wages earners. You know, there's gonna be no work for Egypt, man. You know, so we're tying this into that LD that's coming down, and pretty much everybody's gonna be pretty much in a stagnant, you know, possibly shelter in place type of situation. You know, and really, essentially, man, it's really probably to, you know, finish the destruction of this economy, man, and to do away with that fiat money that we have known to use and people worship, you know. So pretty much, man, we're gonna come into that point in time to where it's leading to the segue into digital payments, you know, and ultimately the MOTV, which is a secret.
I just want to make a point because the brother mentioned earlier about you know, how the workforce actually works now. People are closing, like brother said, it's not no 24-hour shit. Hey, bro, we in fucking Jersey, bro. The liquor store closing at goddamn 9, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock,
You know what I'm saying? Liquor store used to be open till like what, 2 in the morning,
It
shit
depends.
like that.
It always closed at 10, but certain places in Jersey, it might close.
Our spot, you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like years ago. I'm talking about years ago still. Like,
Oh, after our spot, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
after our spot,
He like years ago, he used to close at real late night. You got Walmart closing at a certain time. Even now, we be on, even where we camp at, you got on the main strip of the where we camp at, niggas is closing down like 6 o'clock on the dot. You know, it's just different now because why Esau Edom has it to where they really push that vibration of really having people just shut down at certain times, you know? And you kind of feel like it's a lockdown a little bit now in these times because, you know, he's really getting us prepared for later on, man. You know how like, you have a child that, you know, probably runs a lot or probably acts up a lot. They put that little drug in to really slow him down. Esau did that, man. He did that. He slowed, like Ritalin or some shit. He put that spiritual whittling on these people to just submit into what Esau really wants, man. Right. All right. And then when he comes with his second push, it's gonna be, you know, everybody gonna just go down with it. All right. Everybody's tired, you know. Nobody. This is how it is, man.
And even like when you talk about the behavior problem with a lot of these people, these 2/3 out here in these other nations, when you see them operate in that day-to-day, set, you know, it's like these people really are demonic and off on a lot of things, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you got people that are crossing against the green light, the red light, green light. Mm-hmm. You know, pretty much are not paying attention. You know, walking in traffic, not paying attention. Yeah. You know, it's like these people are like pretty much glitching or something. You know, and now how fender benders are pretty much escalating into bloody violence and death to the point to where it's death.
Road rage. You know,
road rage is at an all-time high now. You know,
you got the most random killings. I was telling brothers earlier that I think in Jackson, Florida, you had Edomite went up in the dollar store, killed 3 Jakes and shot himself. Like, but when you tell that to somebody, it's like, okay, this is another day, you know, because it's true.
Yeah, senseless murders.
You people are getting programmed to being a witness to a society that is pretty much being broken down, and the morals are being thrown out the window, man.
Hey, look at San Francisco. It's a lot of Jake, you know, whether they bums on the street or whatever, children, you know, young adults, you know, whatever, they mask up and go inside a store and just take whatever they want.
Yeah, right.
That's never seen that. And then the people that work there just gotta let them, and they be saying shit. You ain't right, and they just taking it.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's how it is now, because now you got a place in San Francisco, which which people had deemed as one of the most beautiful cities in the country. You know, for the scenery. You know, it's become a microcosm of what's to come. You know. And they first said this in the city of Detroit. You know, when the big automakers moved out of that city, and you've seen the plight of Detroit a few years back. You know, that was a microcosm. Now you're seeing every major city succumbing to that same demise. You know, okay, businesses closing down. You know. Okay, and like I said, the other shoe's about to drop, man. It's gonna finish off the rest of the ones that was able to survive. You know, the last one. You know, pretty much, man. You're gonna see a spiraling of that. We're gonna start to see hyperinflation. We're gonna start to see loss of jobs. Okay, we're gonna start to see people losing it. Okay, you got a lot more people now that are offering themselves.
Yeah.
They're deleting themselves.
Yeah.
You know. You see?
Yeah,
we're starting to see like
yeah. Just quick precept. This is Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
And the Lord ain't about peace, right? The Lord's a man of war, you know. And this is what the people do not understand. When you talk about these pastors in these churches and everybody else walking around, the damn hypocrites, okay, speaking about they know the Lord. You don't know the Lord. The Lord's about to bring terror upon this place, man. Okay, all right. The expiration date is pretty much up, okay. And the Lord's about to bring the judgment, okay? That's also rendered, okay, from His word, okay.
You have a lot of people that fell out, you know, and still stumbling over the 2000 prophecy. Well, does that mean the Lord never was gonna come back? So you're gonna stay stuck on stupid while shit continue to go south.
Hey, and you got them guys that the whole 2000 prophecy, man. They wasn't of the elect anyway, man. Right. You know, that was a major stumbling block.
Seriously.
That was a major stumbling block with those people. Okay, those people pretty much had more kids of the world, went back into the world, man. You know, a lot of people still studying about to say that the guy's why he wasted his time and life, and you're gonna be destroyed, my nigga.
Hey, well, we went over that earlier. The word did not, Hebrews 4. Somebody grab it real quick.
Oh, that prophet
did not profit them. Yeah. You know, because they didn't eat the word with faith. You're supposed to eat this word with faith, man. One thing about being in this truth, you know, is that we get understanding. You know, the apostles always bring it out. You know, you're being edified. You know, when we say before lessons, you know, we hope the lessons is edifying. Edify means to build. Build on what? Your faith toward Yahawashi, man. You know, so that you will remain, or let's say the Yahawashi said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. You know, got it?
Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
And pretty much, man, you guys pretty much gave up in the race, man. You know, okay? This is a marathon, man. You know, okay? You got to pace yourself to endure, man. You know, you got these guys that come out, you know, that we had, you know, we see them flashing the pan and
kiss the boots and all
kiss
that.
And the super prophet, give me this and grab that and hold this and give me that.
Give me another reader. Give me another reader.
Give me another reader. That's why I got it like, and the others and the chic bang bang and where they at, man?
Yeah.
You know, the Lord ain't called those people, man.
Seriously.
You know, the Lord ain't called those people, man. You see, right? Because the people that were pretty much had that spirit upon them like that, they ended up getting exposed and found out, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and what they were supposed to continue in the faith, man. Okay, right? But their faith was small, man.
Right.
You see,
Right.
Their faith was small.
And it's the thing too, man. If you put your hand to the plow, as the Lord said, he that looketh back is not fit for the kingdom. You know, you're a prophet. You've been teaching on the YouTube, and you've been pushing this word. You got to continue. You know, you can't. You know, I won't. You know, be on camera. You know, because you know after you done it for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, and then all of a sudden nobody don't know where you are. The Lord sent forth the prophets, man. The scriptures say that thou eye shall see thou teacher. And this is all the way until the Lord closed the mouth of the prophets. You know, you're supposed to be feeding the Lord's sheep. You know, if the Lord, we spoke about this in camp, the Lord gave each and every brother a talent. You got to exercise that talent. You don't put it under the napkin. You don't hide it. No, you go out and invest it. You know, and you put the work into it so that it brings forth more for the Lord. And if you got certain talents, look, man, you're supposed to be teaching this truth, man. You know, and the Lord's sheep supposed to be able to see you. If you're a prophet, you know.
Not a fair weather prophet, you know, and pretty much, you know, people, you know, some brothers may have enough to, you know, they just have the whole spirit sucked from them, you know, that they gotta try to reach on to other people,
other men,
and try to get that, reclaim that energy that was lost, you know, and really you just lost the spirit, man. That's what really essentially what happened, man. You know, you try to cleave on to other brothers or other camps and try to hang on
stay lit, to stay in the loop.
But that portion that was given to you, man.
Right.
Okay, you were supposed to just go out there and do your thing, and then the brother's supposed to come and flock to that certain individual.
Because you've been established.
Yeah.
You know, you've been doing it for many years. You know, you don't quit. You know. Yeah, that shit. I don't know how the Lord brought it there with this spirit. You know,
it's
the truth, man.
Who was that? Jeremiah who said that they said they burned his heart to
speak the word.
To speak the word, man. Yeah, because you know that's a beautiful thing. Because you know how you stop prophesying, because it is you see what's going on in the world. The first thing you think about is, oh man, you know, like this was going on. I got prepared, you know. You know.
Hey, it's a lot, y'all. But it's hard not to speak right now.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's so much going on. It's hard to not do a video. Because it's like, you know what? Oh, I seen this. I got do a quick video. Because the Most High sped up these times for the elect. Prophecy is being fulfilled, man. You know?
And we understand that this truth has many layers and facets to it, man. It's not just calling the white man the damn devil, man. And then that's what you can try to narrow it down to, then you're misinformed and you don't know anything. Okay? All right? We're speaking about all things, man, and there's bigger fish to fry than this man being what the hell he is that the scriptures talk about, man.
Right.
You know? Okay, you people are stuck on a low level to where you're gonna try to pigeonhole what it is that we're coming out with. You know? That goes without saying. You know, we gonna say, oh, white man's this, white man's who? He said the white man's this. Like, the scriptures say, if not where, who is he?
Yeah.
The scriptures talk about if he ain't he's not that guy then where and who the hell is he, man?
Right.
You know, okay? Just the fact that you go in the supermarket and have to look at the back of a package to see what the hell is in that package of food, okay, shows you what type of state you people are in, man.
You gotta pay for
You know?
water, man.
Or
You know,
it's organic.
you know, just the fact is that you gotta watch what you eat in this society, man. Okay, especially here in Babylon, man, where in other countries, okay, a lot of foods and ingredients are banned.
Oh, yeah. GMOs
You know?
is banned in Europe.
You know, GMOs is banned in Europe though. A lot. The sugars is banned. They use a lot of times. They use
Unless they changed it. I know recently.
But I know recently,
Yeah,
no.
they
But I
did
know
before,
just of a recent though, it's still banned. A lot of stuff is
Boy,
still
you talking about
banned.
the sugar, bro.
Yeah, they use sugar cane in a lot of their products in Europe.
No,
A lot of
we-
their products they use a real sugar cane. You know, we don't use sugar cane in a lot of our products here.
I was going to say, you know, like one of the biggest main causes of cancer is sugar. That's one of the biggest causes of cancer from the sugar that you indulge in
Sugar kills
from these fucking foods like cereal.
Yes,
What's
sir.
cereal has the cereal has the containments of like shit like battery acid inside of it.
See?
You let your children eat that shit.
China was making cereal literally out of cardboard box.
Yep. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at Cheetos.
Cardboard box, bro.
And
Cheetos.
I remember. And I remember, I always remember that this will never leave what I remember about him from even from Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi said if anybody offers you something with sugar in it, he said he's not your friend. He's not your friend. You know, he just said it just plain like that. You know, but really he was basically really getting the point at is that that's the cause to a lot of the ailments, man.
Right.
A lot of ailments is that, man, and then they put tons of it in our food, man. You know, and just simple fact of you looking at the back of a package and reading words that you cannot pronounce, okay, and things like that, and trying to watch this and watch that. Then who's behind all of that? Who's behind all that though? You want to try to talk about how you watch what you eat and everything else though. Like this is supposed to be a normal thing that we're supposed to hopscotch around what we're supposed to be eating. But who the hell is putting it in the food, man? Okay? Why do you drink the certain water that you do drink, man? Why is that? Okay?
Like ask them quick, like, you know, even with the meat, you buy like, you know, meat, you know, brothers say, you know, it's not gonna be meat all the time, but if you buy meat, you know, say you get like beef from the store, why in the world does beef have like 50 ingredients? Like, why don't you just take it from the cow, boom, you know what I'm saying, cook it well done, you know, not none of that raw shit, but you know, cook it well done, you know, why is it 50 fucking ingredients? They try to disguise it saying those some filters or something to make it last long. Like, nah, fuck all that. I think Apostle Hart said, kill it the first day, kill it, you eat it the same day you kill it. I believe so. It's like, why does it have to have that? Food is messed up.
Yeah, and even too, and brothers can you know, we try to do the best and the worst. If brothers are able to get food from a farm, or even like one of those live chicken shacks, man, it's better than getting it from the market. At least you knowing that before the killing, you know the state that it was in before it was killed. Because a lot of times when they pumping those injections into the meats, okay, they're doing it while the bird is already dead already.
Yeah.
Okay, they're pumping it in there and making it, and whatever it is they're pumping in there, they're pumping it in there while it's already dead. So now if you get a live chicken or quail, you know, one of my favorites, you know, you get it while it's alive, and you picking which ones you want, and pretty much they're taking it and you get it right there, and then nothing like preparing a meal while that flesh is still warm, man. It's still warm, it's still in a warm state, you know, and you're preparing it, man, and it's definitely delicious, man. You definitely taste the difference, man, between getting livestock killed rather than buying it already packaged and sectioned and quartered off, you know, in the supermarket, man.
Yeah, I got a quick precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And Yahawah said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them.
All right, and this is what we're doing. We're eating out the foul bread amongst these heathens, man. You know, okay? These heathens don't have a problem with that, man. You know? I was talking to an associate from work, and pretty much, I had asked her, what is she eating for lunch? She's talking about going to McDonald's to get some chicken McNuggets, man. Who the hell is eating that in 2023? Okay, a whole grown person though. Not from that's still a kid that don't know no better would ask for it. You're a whole grown person, and you're going there to eat that.
She should have been saying, I'm gonna cook something. Got a dish she gonna eat.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You know, and said it like it was nothing. You know. You know, a whole grown person now that really don't know what the hell's going on is really, like I said, you eating McDonald's in 2023, you got demons on you.
Word.
Yep.
Hey, legions.
Legions.
Hey, brother, got something?
Yeah, you got something? You got something. I know you know.
Isaiah 24:5 in the easy English, the people who live in the country have made it like something dirty. That happened for these reasons. They have not obeyed God's rules. They have changed God's rules. They have decided to forget God's covenant, but God's covenant will always be true. That is why a curse is destroying the country. And the people who live in it are hurting. That is because they have done wrong things. Something burns the people who live in the country, only a few of them remain.
Right, and it was first and foremost, let's start with the land Sabbath, man. Had this damn devil, he doesn't go by the land Sabbath, man.
Oh,
you know, he's just constantly raping the same area for decades and possibly centuries, man.
Hey, now farmers found a hack. They put copper wire in the ground next to the fruit, and they have the fruit grow around the copper, which draws more energy from the earth. And the watermelons and the vegetables, the cucumbers are growing large, huge. This woman, I saw a video on, I think I got it in my phone. Lord willing, I'll post it. I had it for a while. But she's showing you, she's like, look at this. She said, and they telling us that, you know, the ground and the soil was messed up. And all she tell you, she put the copper wire into the ground, and she wrap it around trees, and it makes everything, plant life and all that, grow plenty more. And she had all on the ground, big ass cucumbers and shit and all that.
That's some elements.
Yeah, one Edomite, it was a video I saw, he mentioned too that he did a land Sabbath. He said he followed the Bible, and then he said all of his vegetables are growing large, and he showed you these large ass, you know, vegetables and shit.
Yeah. And copper is nothing but a mineral from the earth, man. So basically, one mineral is helping out the and benefiting the earth, man. You know, okay.
It drawing more energy.
Right.
Yeah.
And this man, and what's this devil doing? This devil is this digging up and mining copper for his own wicked inventions, man. You know, you see.
All right, so this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. It says, and except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for your elect's sake those days shall be shortened.
Right, because this man is on all sides, man. He is setting up snares and traps, man, for the people, man, to destroy them.
Yep.
Okay, whether it's through the whoop-de-woo, whether it's through the food, okay, whether it's through just the blatant sword, okay. All right, this man has all kinds of devices, man, for the people, man. You know, so the Lord has to cut these days short, man, because this man would accomplish what his blessing was, man. Okay, and fully exercise that blessing of the sword.
Yeah, hey, the brother Ashyarba had brought out. Well, from what's to come, it could be the season finale for this fucking place, because you got that movie Songbird. When you watch the trailer, or when you see the trailer, the back of it says CV23.
Hey, show that. Just show. You can show.
Yeah,
that.
you put that on camera. Just put it, make it bigger, just show it on the screen.
Yeah. Just a quick flash.
Yeah.
They can pause it.
Yeah. We didn't do it, you did it.
Yeah, exactly.
You get mad at something that you put up.
Yeah, that's a
You see
movie.
that?
Song
a little blurry, but Songbird,
Yeah.
and then it's a little blurry, but
Hey, so brothers, you know, go back and check the movie
yeah,
out
check it
again.
out.
Yeah, we'll rewatch it, because you know brothers watch it again.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, and now, you know, when we get some down, we went through a lot of things now too, and we've seen a backlash for everything that they set up. You know, we can probably get a little bit more spiritual insight on a lot of things that's to come. You know, and pick up little things here and there. You know, sometimes you got to watch a movie a few times, man, and you pick up little things, man.
Yeah.
You know, you look at it from a especially when you're keeping that spiritual lens on it.
Yeah.
You know, you pick up some more new things. You know, okay, this knowledge is hey, it said knowledge shall be increased, man. We run into a fro, and knowledge shall be increased. You know, so we're seeing how they're secretly communicating with each other and just throwing certain things out there. You know, when brothers always are diligent in these things of this damn devil's putting out there. You know, we can pick up on these things like that, man.
Yeah, I finally seen that movie 1984 with George Orwell, and I wrote down a few points.
Okay, yep.
He said, one thing they said is his Big Brother has created a world of fear and hate.
And that's what it is now, because you have people that is in fear because of the breaking down of society.
Yep.
You're starting to see the it crumble. You see people that are doing without, that are pretty much creating terror in the streets. And now, this man is a great race baiter. Okay, you got to remember that. A lot of these little videos and snippets and little things coming out is always race driven.
Yeah.
Okay, race always mattered to this damn devil. Remember that. Okay, race always mattered, and it's under the guise of a social construct, man. Okay, you people still running around like thinking you black.
That's your other had something.
This is just because the brother had brought up.
Just speak up.
This is because the brother had brought up that movie.
Songbird.
Yeah, Songbird. Real quick, and then he goes mentioning the lockdown. So Isaiah 51:14, captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, or that his prayer shall fail. But the point is, where it said the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and with the captive exile, we want to get out of this condition game. So, this is, the rest of the season finale, man. If everything does happen, that's, hey, good. We can get the hell up out of here, man. Apostle Hart said months.
Hey, Apostle Hart mentioned about the coin of the year. That hopefully all prophecies are fulfilled, man. That's heaven. And guess what? Shit. It is. Because the MOTB, that micro C hit, man, is making its mark. It's going to get in its rightful position. Rightful position. It has to take its position, all right, in that lineup, that the Lord got lined up. Prophecy.
Yeah. And it means a lot of people is about to be suddenly unalive. Because for this thing to move so fast, they're going to have to drop a lot of bodies.
I had something quick.
Yeah, I got something.
You got something?
Yeah, this is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of Yahawah to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahawah. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau's Jacob's brother? Saith Yahawah. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah, the Lord of hosts, which means the Lord of armies. They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahawah have indignation forever.
And who has power to build right now, man? Jake just can't go out there and just build anything, man. Okay, who we gotta get permission from to do that, man? Okay. All right, this man is still building to this day right now, man. It is, man. You're going down in certain areas, man, in the city, man. You're seeing cranes being erected up in the sky, man. Okay, this man has, and it's funny how you're having a failing economy though, but they're still building, man. That's in that spirit to just build, man. The scriptures talk about, man, that the houses shall continue forever. They feel the English thought is that the houses shall continue forever, man. But there has to be an end to this reign of terror, man. That we're going through.
It is from a site called whitehouse.gov. It's from October 28, 2021. President Biden announces the Build Back Better framework.
See? And this is what it is. Build back better what? Build back what a better what? Morale is at the lowest point now. Okay? Here it is now. You're short on men to fight this war, and you plan on bringing into this draft. These people are rebellious as hell. You think people are probably gonna rather go to jail than to serve this place, man. Okay, and any Jake right now that's gonna join the damn military at this point in time, man, you got their goddamn mind, man. Okay, I don't care how greedy and what kind of incentives they throw at you, man. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind, because you gonna be boots on the ground, man. Okay, it ain't gonna be no time how it used to be, man, where you join the military service and pretty much spend your time in Germany and freak off an old Edomite woman out there and come back with stories,
Right.
Okay, when it was time, when nothing was really going on. Nah, those days are over with, man. Okay.
Hey, if I just say one thing, hey man, the people are tired of serving you fucking America, man. They tired of this bitch. The Americans that live in this place, and even other people in other countries, man, we work so goddamn hard just to live in this goddamn country. What the hell makes you think we want to go and serve in the army and to go and protect this bitch America. It is that you tax people for no apparent reason. There's taxes for buying something. You get taxed for returning something. You get taxed for shipping something. It's always a tax for everything. We just tax. Here it is. Joe Biden is trying to get what? What is he trying to get? Some more money out of us to help out Hawaii, and more money for Ukraine. Nobody want to deal with that bullshit, man. All right. Then you're gonna have when that vaccine comes out, that Ukraine's gonna come out like what, next month or 2 months from now. All right. Whoever's not gonna have it, what? You're not gonna be able to job again. You're gonna have to lose your job. You're probably gonna lose your finances. You're probably gonna be able to live in your household that you live in because you can't. You can't establish your spot there, man. All right. Everybody's tired of fucking America.
Yeah, real quick. I had looked up the word border because in Malachi 1:4 it says, wherein Edom say, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness. And when I looked the border up, this is the Strong's, all right, H1366. It says border, territory, border. Territory enclosed within boundary. It says region, territory of darkness. You know, so wherever, you know, the Job 9:24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know, so the world is in Esau's, it's his territory. And his territory is darkness, which is confusion. You know?
That's crazy.
13:16. He calls it all.
Both small and great.
When you see it, those people, that's darkness. You know, you taking their consciousness away. You know, you see those movies, those cyberpunk movies, everything is all dark.
Yeah.
There's no trees, there's no life.
Yeah. And cyberpunk, that video game, everybody is hip to the new electronics. You know, robots. Everybody's hacking with certain. You know, you got darkness in the city because it don't look good, but it's full of technology. You know, and even in that game, you in the streets, it's potholes and sewers. It look dirty, but everybody's hipped up to technology. Cyborgs, people got robotic arms. You know, and that's like a glimpse of what Esau's mindset for the people in the world, to live under this technology so that they can control everything. You know.
I had something quick. Going back to when bro was talking about how this is practically the end. You know, the brother Ashiyarba, he put up this little post on the chat. It says the next full moon is a super moon. All right, so this is going to be on August 30th. This is what, next Wednesday. It says the next full super moon, a blue moon. It says in Rawchaa, Purnima. It says the next full moon will be Wednesday night, August 30th, 2023. It says appearing opposite side of the sun in the Earth-based longitude. It says at 9:36 p.m. the planet Saturn, just a few days from its closest brightest for the year, will appear near the moon. So I'm reading. It says just for a few days from its closest brightest for the year. This is going to be the brightest Saturn is. The moon's ever going to be, you know, this year. And we're also looking for what? Our salvation to come through, man. And the scriptures always talk about how to look upon the moon, the stars, and stand at third. Well, let me get that real quick.
Well, this is a sign.
Yes, exactly. It's a sign.
Prophecies,
exactly.
you know.
Let me just get this real quick. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. I believe it's 41, 40. It says, 1 Corinthians 15, verse 41. It says, there is one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon. Sorry. There's one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon and another glory of the stars. For one star different from another star in glory. So they all have different signs, man. But that's not. I'm gonna get this real quick. They kind of already got the word for glory. It says opinion. It says judgment. So the stars and the moon and the sun have their different determinations of judgment or what's going to happen. It says to view. It says to estimate whether good or bad concerning someone or something. So hey, there you go. You know, because why? We're the watchmen, and we see what's going on out there. You know, with the moon, the stars, what's going on. Oh, there's a red moon standing there. What does that mean? Go and get the breakdown.
What the moon is about? The moon is for to tell our months, our seasons. You know, what time we're living in. You know, so the Lord used the moon as a sign, so the time where a time in the end of a society. You know, real quick, I have Acts chapter 2, verse 18. It says, well, I start at verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahawah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. You know, it's like the brother bringing out, you know, the Lord told us that to look for these signs. You know, there's signs when you see the chariots of Yahawah riding in their vehicles, where Esau is calling them aliens and UFOs or UAP. You know, they moving faster than the speed of light. You know, they anti-gravity. You know, they can move swift. They go in one dimension and come out another. You know, these are the angels that ride in those vehicles. They are for a sign. You know, and the more we see them, the more we know we're closer toward this devil's end, his society. Because 2nd Ezra 6 tells us that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. You know, so when you see the moon big and full moon is round and bloody red, it look like, you know, like blood on your teeth. You know, it's a sign of destruction, man. It's a sign of something is going to happen or something is happening around the world. And what we said in camp a little bit earlier is that the news, fluff news, regular news is not covering these great disasters that's happening in these different places, like China and India, you know, wherever. I did a video, well, I didn't do a video, I did do a video on it, but there's a videos out with certain disasters. People are flooded, man. I mean, a whole house, damn, there was one video where the water was coming. I forgot, I gotta go back on, it's on the Odyssey page. But the water was coming and they watched the water take down the houses. Like it was a house that, like the house, because Esau liked to live in these places near water, which is stupid, you know? And it was a landslide. The water was so, whatever broke river or whatever happened, the water was coming and they watched it from the other side of it. And they looking and just, and then the house, it just took the whole house, like it was the land started to slide and the whole house just came. Then you saw people running out the house before it actually happened, you know? So the Lord is bringing devastation, man. They ain't talking about these things, but these things are happening. So yeah, we might see the the moon, red, bloody, but something could be going on, you know, or something is coming down the pipe. Either way, at the end, you know, we know the end is coming, which is at the end of Esau, man. Yeah,
and to expound upon that, at the end of the day, it's all about what? Watching. Just literally watching. Watching what's happening in the stars and the sun, what's on the news, in your everyday life, your job, you got it out.
No, this is for you, this is the last verse. It says, the sun shall turn into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord comes.
And honestly, man, brother just reading that, it reminds you of what happened in Egypt. And remember, the scriptures talk about how it's going to be a day like no other. So the things that happened in Egypt, and the Lord saying there's going to be a day that is coming that happen like no other. Man, something like that is going to happen 10 times worse coming to America. That's going to be crazy. Why? It's scripture talk about woe to you that desire the day of the Lord, man.
You remember a few years ago, it happened like, I think 2 years in a row. It was the sound of a trumpet. And it was happening, I remember, in Europe. It was happening all over the world. And people were opening their windows. There was video after video after video. I remember this. And people couldn't understand where this sound was coming from. It was the sound of a trumpet. And everybody was looking at this. They didn't know where it was coming from, you know? And speculating, it could have been the angel blowing that trumpet.
Yeah, it could have been, the UFOs or something. You never know.
Sounded, hey, that was a few years ago. And that happened like 2 years in a row, you know?
Hey, man, the chariots might have trumpets. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, when the Lord come back, you might hear the trumpet.
Yeah.
The chariots are coming in through that dimension there, from that portal. You know?
I thought that had popped in my head, you know, since brothers talking about, you know, the chariots, you know, hey, them chariots, man, out of this world, different technology and all. I remember brother, he had a dream. He said, you know, he was running and then, you know, making sure he was running, you know, angel, you know, troops and stuff was chasing him. He was running. Angel called him, was like, come on, come to the chariot. So they went in there, him and, family he was with. And then, he sat in it. And then he said the chariot was like the size of 2 street lanes. So it was like the angel. In order to start the chariot, he said, BaHaSham, Yahawashi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, bro, chariots is...
Yeah, the angels, they ride the vehicles, it's thought. It's not even a machinery. It's my thought taking me where I need to go. I'm gonna boom, boom, boom. It's it can't be matched, man.
To tell you with Ezekiel how angels like the chariots was in sync. I mean, like when they went up, those went up.
Yeah. And we saw the light show. You got videos where they came out of one orb. You saw one orb come down, and then the chariot just come out, and another one, and another one, and another
So the one
one
with the rings?
Yeah.
And think about it, brothers gonna have their own chariots. I mean, so it's like, man.
Hey, just to expound on the point of the beginning of the lesson we're talking about that the Lord being our refuge in His name. I remember watching the show this week. I forgot what the show was. It was just quick. I remember they were trying to get into this building or this temple. They're like, how the hell do we get in there? There's no opening. And I remember they had one person with him. He was the weakest out of the group. But he tells them, oh, you guys don't know about this because you're not part of the royals. Like, you're not part of the royals, the select ones to know the password to get through.
Right.
And he's the weakest one in the group.
Wow.
So they thought they didn't even need him. Little did they know, in order for them to get it through there, they needed that weakling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That worm Jacob, to know that name. He scribbled it on the building. They got in the building, man. And that's how about Yahawashi to get to that chariot. There's salvation, ultimately. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we think, going back into that, what do we read? That Psalms 90, the Proverbs,
Just saying, hey, that's salvation. I mean, of course, think about it. You go into the chariot, you know what I mean? You change, you look down at your body, all brolic and stuff. Man. I want to see what the inside of the chariot look like. I want to see
a couple of videos I saw, the encounters was one, we take it and we speculate, and use, great light to the scriptures, that fit, and one person said they got abducted, and when they got in there, it was like inside the chariot, it was huge. It was more bigger inside than it did outside, how it looked. Yeah, I remember it was like a couple of videos. You had a book called Encounters, man, and then remember, back in, what is it? I forgot, a couple of years ago, they had a big thing on people being abducted, This is back like, late, watching them old videos growing up, and they was always talking about abduction in the 90s, 90, 93, it's like 97, 98, early 2000s, being at home, watching these videos on HBO. They had documentaries back then, and I remember asking my pops, like, is that real? Like, ain't no damn alien. Ain't no damn aliens, but,
Yeah, but it makes sense. As you mentioned it, like Apostle Paul said, he couldn't really utter what he saw, because when you try to, even like you said, people try to describe what they saw in that encounter, it doesn't really make sense according to man's wisdom.
Right.
Right. Like Esau, you got laws of physics and laws of gravity, but you already know the chariots, they don't go by that.
Right. Rules. Now they don't go by the rules of the terrain. The Lord said his house is he said, earth is my footstool, heaven is my throne, man. He said, I'm from above, from beneath. So outside of the dimension of this world, it's greater than this world. That's why we're just nothing but earth and ashes, man, made of the dirt. But close the piece up, brother, because I think 10:30, I think is the water.
Got some real quick. This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 15. What's that? Hold up. Oh.
Just speak up.
It's Revelation chapter 11. And matter of fact, I'll get this one instead. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And starting at verse 50. So now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahawashi. Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, when the last trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, is that death will be swallowed up in victory. We'll be made perfect, man. In the change of our bodies through our Lord Yahawashi, man. You know, giving us that healing, that perfect healing, man. And that's what we're looking forward to. Those guys need anything else? You know, so hey, man, hope you were edified. Continue to pray and fast. Stay in the spirit. Stay occupied in his work. And you know, if you're a watchman of Israel, keep watch, man. You know, and it's like I said earlier, it's kind of hard not to speak because there's so much going on. You can't keep up with it. You know, this brother might see something you don't see, and you might see something this brother don't see, and it's like, dang, you know, and you both see it, you know. So it's so much going on, you know. So with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BaHaSham, Yahawashi, BaHaSham, Qadash. Double honors to our apostles and bishops of GreatMillStone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's elect. Shalom.
Shalom.